Hey guys, it's Sparking here. I'm doing a tutorial on speedrun tutorial on Ratchet Gladiator. Sorry if my commentary is not that great. I don't really do live commentary. Actually, I don't really upload much anymore. But you know, I thought I would because I said to someone else I would, and I kind of want to because hopefully it will get more people running this. And yeah, all cool. So I just started New Game Plus. I only run New Game Plus, so some of these tricks might work on New Game. I'm not really 100% sure, but you know. So just give it a sec. Okay. So I keep voices off because they're irritating. And they just, when you run the game like 2 million times, just you want to shoot it up. So the first skip is mine skip. This can be used in many different places. The main one is Kronos, but we'll get to that. So you fire a mine, and mines have like a separate hitbox, so they'll push you out of them or blow up if you're too far into them, which is why you have to be really precise. So you fire a mine and try and angle yourself to the edge of the mine after you fire it, and you can basically push yourself through a door like that. And go straight to the next part. Triggers in this game work in a very specific way as well. Triggers will only be there if you fulfill certain requirements for some challenges. Sometimes they'll just be there from the start of the level, sometimes you'll have to kill one and it's like this. So mine skipping doesn't always work. And that's pretty much the in-game tutorial done. There's only one skip. I wouldn't suggest doing the mine skip because it doesn't save much time, and if you mess it up you have to restart. Another thing I'd like to point out is I only ever run co-op. I've done barely any New Game Plus runs solo. So sorry if I forget a few things on a solo game.
Hey, nice.
Lots of arms and R's. There is a skip here, which I will try and do. I will probably die a few times because I'm not very good at it, speaking frankly, but you know, that's what co-op runs are for. Someone else can take over if you die in 5 seconds. So start off by killing the enemies here, and you want to flail cancel and try and get to the other side. I'll explain what flail cancelling is in a bit, but just keep in mind that you need to flail cancel this. And that's the first skip, the first big skip. It saves about 5 seconds. For this bit, you have to go back, otherwise the enemies won't spawn. You have to be a certain distance from the edge. Watch the platforms. Another flail cancel here. If you do it here and then get to the midway point, which is like this bolt here, and kill yourself from anywhere beyond that point, you'll go straight to the end of the level, and it will take you straight to the end turret, which is the trigger for the end of the level. So you just need to kill it, and then you are done. So that saves a lot of time, and it's definitely worth learning. The second flail skip is much easier than the first. So I'm going to be doing this whole like tutorial in parts. You want to pause before the dropship shows up here, so that you can skip the cutscene of that dropship, or dropping, and then loading. So there are skips for almost every planet, save for 2, which are, I'm trying to remember what they're called. I run this game so much, but I forgot what they're called. Torval and Stygia. Stygia doesn't really need to skip. For this one, you just need to EMP them. You can tank them. I just like hit left on the D-pad and tank it anyway, try and get as far as I can. The first skip on Catacomb is here, and the only skip currently I'm working on another, which I will hopefully find out soon. I will explain flail cancelling now. Basically, if you dash and you shoot, say with the, let's go with Vulcan Cannon, if you dash and shoot with the Vulcan Cannon, it stops your dash and puts you in a sliding animation. If you do this with the flail, it swings, in air quotes, swings the flail. If you switch weapon before you finish the swing, like right as you start the swing, as soon as you hit R1, just hit like R2 or anything, whatever. It will cancel the animation, the swinging animation, and just put you into a sliding animation, and then you can do whatever you want straight away, apart from dashing again. So you dash, swing, and then switch, and you can see that it slides. You can use this. This is swing cancelling how I got over the gaps earlier, because you can jump and it keeps some of the momentum from dashing into a jump. And then you can wrench to get further distances than just like a double jump with a wrench. Someone else has already covered this glitch in one of his videos. His name's, I believe it's Corey Ingram. Something along those lines. I'll put a link in the description. And he does this method where you jump on here and jump over there, down there, and then dash over. Using the momentum I was just talking about, you can dash straight off the ledge from here or back here, say, and hammer square and then wrench straight away, and it takes you to the other side with no risk, which is a much easier way of doing this. This bit, when you have the swing shot out, it's much better than just having another weapon out and jumping to it and holding R1. If you have it out, it's got a longer range, so you can dash down here, hold R1, and you can actually hit the trigger for the next challenge here, but I didn't hit it. You just have to hug the wall really close. So for the next part, there is no skips. We haven't found any Landstalker skips throughout the entire game. The Landstalker kind of crap. Basically, all the Landstalker missions are really boring, and mortars sometimes don't target like that, or they go for the wrong target like that. I wasn't looking directly at it, just in a vague area, and it targets anyway, so it's kind of dumb. Sidestepping or jumping, but preferably sidestepping, is faster than walking with the Landstalker, so you want to do that. For missions like this, where there's a wave system, on the right it says rounds, you need to know what the trigger is for spawning the next wave. So for this, it's just getting here. And then over here. And then after this wave, it's a dropship which spawns up there. Always use the anti-matter rifle to take another dropship, it's much easier. And the Arbiter is stronger, but it has velocity rather than the anti-matter rifle's instant shots. So as long as you don't miss, it's all fine. Moving on to Seraphos. The mine glitching, mine clipping from earlier that I was talking about during the in-game tutorial can be used here on 3 doors, although you'll only be using it on 2 most of the time, because 1 door is really, really precise. So we'll see if we can get it, but I wouldn't bet. That was bad. So you can tell your boss to go hack. I'm using a file where I bought the shield link because I'm a scrub, so I don't have like a specific file for running new games. You can glitch through this, but it does nothing, so there's not really any point. It will just get you closer to the enemies when they spawn, which is good if you can do it the first time and save a bit of that time just now. kill the enemy to the right of you there, and the shit spawns. Shoot that with the automatic rifle, and that's it. So this is the challenge that I was saying where you can skip through doors, and like those ones, you can always skip through these doors. They're most of the time easier than other doors because they're not thick. Depending on how thick a door is that's what determines how easy it is to glitch through using the mine launcher. So we'll try this a couple times. We'll tell the bots to act now. Nope. Oh, we got it. I'm genuinely surprised with that. I didn't expect to get it. So you can glitch through it using the mine launcher. Sometimes you'll hit that little rock there. Equip it and try and grab onto the second. Equip the swing shot. Try and grab onto the second swing. You can glitch through this if you're good. I use this as a marker. This like splodge on the ground here. You get your left foot right behind it. Fire a mine. Look straight down. Fire a mine and just hold up, and you're through the door. Simple. This is honestly a glitch that I am not good at, which is one of the reasons I don't want to run a single player. So you want to kind of like angle it so it's facing the corner of this gate, equip the silencer, and then look straight behind the car, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, you'll glitch through the door like that. And then you can just dash over if you're not bad. Tell bots to hack, and just watch the enemies. I suggest placing down mines, just to make it easier. The mines, fun fact, the mines won't fire unless you're looking at the enemy. Like if I look away, you can see on the minimap the enemies spawn and nothing happens. You have to turn around and look at the enemies for the mine, for the turrets to actually shoot. So keep on your bots, the stars at the bottom right. Because as soon as the last one goes, before the King Leviathan even spawns, you can just shoot it and it will die straight away because the silencer has more than enough damage to kill it in one shot. So get ready, watch the mini-map. Shoot as soon as the star starts to appearing. So next we're going to Kronos. This is honestly, there is one glitch, one damn glitch that we have not figured out yet. One skip I should say, which I will go over in a separate video because I can't cover it in this video well enough. It would take too long. There are a few skips in Kronos which do save a large amount of time and should definitely be done, and are really easy. Obviously they are mine skips. So for this one you just dash to the end really quick, nothing too challenging. You can flail cancel jump over that, and then kill this, and this, after you kill the left bunch of enemies, left and right bunches of enemies, it is on a timer, the door is on a timer. So you just have to wait, but you should always kill more enemies in case your box Rabbitor isn't up. So coming up to the first Shell Shock fight, there is no skips, no like game breaking glitches here where we can get to like the end of the level because the trigger hasn't spawned. I did manage to get to the end of the level one time, and it doesn't do anything. Use the supernova, fire it once, put down some turrets. You can. I usually get disorientated here and forget where the ships spawn from. It's a ship, one wave of those, another ship, and then 3 more waves of little ones. One there, one to your left, and then one to the top right. Dash forward. You shouldn't have swung like I just did. I completely forgot what mission it was. Equip the swing shot. Dash twice. If you don't get hit, you can grab this one straight away, and then get on the grind. Now, while we're grinding, because grinding is boring, actually there is a certain trick that you should avoid using. On this grind in particular, you should wait until you're at this point there, and then start jumping after you switch rails, because you're on a set momentum on a rail, as well as say like you just go down a rail, an incline, and then you jump off the incline and keep jumping. You'll keep the speed from the incline and carry it over into the normal rail, like an up or down rail. So TLDR, don't jump down rails, jump up rails. So the skip I was on about earlier that we have not been able to get yet is what we just call Chronos skip, because we haven't managed to do it yet, and it is a skip that would save probably the most amount of time other than any skip in the game. It's where I'm going to pause it right here. Where my crosshair is now is where we can get to from the start of the level, and we can get to the ending point, which is this, but we can't actually hit the trigger. So we're still trying to figure out how to make this gap here. The start of this level is just killing things. You should also try and take a few shots with the fusion rifle up there to save time, because you have to kill a certain amount of them to hit the trigger for the dropship, which is to turn another trigger. You can dash, flail wrench, and skip that gap. For this bit you need to kill enemies until the ship spawns. I'm not exactly sure what enemies they are, but it's those 2 dropships you have to kill straight away, then it's 2 and then a hack. Pretty simple stuff. You could mine skip through this door over there, but it won't save that much time if you can get the fusion rifle shots down on the ships. It's kind of pointless. Okay, so the next Shell Shock fight, you look up when you're aiming the supernova, because yes, it does actually have an aiming area depending on where you're looking. And then it is 4 waves of these, one there, one slightly to the left, and then 2 closer to you. So wait until they both come down and then flail both of them at the same time to save yourself maybe half a second. This is probably one of the biggest skips in the game. This level normally takes about a minute. No, I'd say maybe 2 to 3 minutes, honestly. I haven't really found out a consistent single player method of doing this. I just keep running straight into the door so that I center myself, back up a few steps, fire, and then move back forward and hope I get it. If I don't, destroy the mine, and then try again. Sometimes the mind glitch can be really finicky. You have to be extremely accurate and preferably have some kind of benchmark to work off of, because if you don't then it wouldn't work. Sometimes you can use 2 lines. I hope I get this. If I don't, I'll restart because I need to show this off. It's a really good skill. Okay, there we go. So that skips the entire grinding section of this level, and you can dash down here, jump up here, and then dash wrench, although you don't even need to wrench, it just positions you better for dashing here, and run straight to the end of the level. The actual shell shock fight also has a trigger that I recommend hitting and then trying to glitch through this door using mines. So I start off by not doing that, by putting up turrets to kill enemies and shell shock. Click the mine launcher, and you can actually glitch through this door. This is one of the harder doors to glitch through, because it has like a dip, as you can see. Although this does save time if you get it on your first try. There we go. So you can glitch through that door, and then glitch through here, because this is the room for the last shell shock fight. Feel good. Not setting a very good example. There we go. And then shell shock will spawn at the last fight also, when both of your bots are on you. Look up, fire a supernova, switch to the animate rifle, shoot him once, and he is dead. I'm going to end the video in just a moment. Anything else I can cover at this part? Nope. In the next segment, I'm going to show you the Avenger tournament. Is it the Avenger tournament? I don't know. I forget. The Avenger tournament, Shah walks on, and the Crusader tournament. There are many skips in Meraxis, which will be fun to cover when we get there. There is one big skip in Shah, so look forward to that. And I will end the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next segment.